What's up guys, so today we're going to be having a little look at this. It's the Squonk mod, the Supercar BF mod from 5GVape. A huge thank you to them for sending it over. So if you hear me coughing and sniffling in this video, I have got a bit of a cold, so excuse me if you can hear any of that. As I say, I can't stop doing it. But yeah, on the side you've got it indicates your colour of the mod. On the bottom you've got your usual kind of when you can get them, your little scratch and check authenticity thing. Nothing on the sides, and then just 5GVape on the top. So if we open this up, just pull that over, open it up, you get your Squonk mod itself. Now you do get a little silicone bottle inside, but you also did get another silicone bottle which is over there somewhere. It's the exact same bottle, you just get a spare one. And you get a little bag of spares here, which I'll go over in a little second. You get a little kind of authenticity card thing. You can follow them to win some prizes. And if you put some pictures up, you can get entered into giveaways too. And then some kind of shredded paper. That's about it. So it's quite nicely presented. I quite like that. The box is made of wood as well, so quite like that. It's nice and kind of thin wood. So if we bring over the mod itself, you'll see mine's is the red one, so it is the rosewood one. This is it here. Now it has got a couple of scrapes on it from where I've kind of dropped it and stuff, but that wasn't there when I got it. So yeah, on the top you get your 510. Now the 510 itself is 22mm, and you've got your 510 pin in there. Now you see it's got a little kind of line going across like a flathead. That's because you can take it out, and that's where these kind of things come in. So we'll go over that in a little second. But your 510 pin is brass as well. I think it's supposed to be gold plated, but mine has a little patina going on, so I'm reckoning it's just brass straight out. This little kind of indent that's going on in here, this is where these O-rings come in. You can set your O-ring in there, and it kind of helps with some of your eyes if you've got like a little gap or anything. On the front you've got your door, your little squidgy bottle. You've got your button on the side. Now it does just spin about, that's just because it's loose, that doesn't kind of lock it or anything, so it is just spinny. And you've got your little logo on there as well. 5GVape on the front. If we turn it around, you've got this lovely supercar thing which I'll cover up top, and you've got your serial number there as well. So the door slides off like so, and on the bottom you've got two little magnets right there and two magnets there, the opposing magnets, so slides in and out, no problem whatsoever. My one sits nice and flush, absolutely no wiggle room whatsoever, no, not loose. I mean that's the contacts you can hear inside, but not loose at all, so mine sits nice and flush. However, I will mention it up top as well, but I have seen a couple of reviews from the Vaping Vegan and Vaping Vic where their door has quite a lot of gaps around it, and it does wobble about quite badly, so I do have to point that out just in case. I seem to have been lucky but got this one. So your door just slides off, and you've got your little bottle inside and all your contacts. So the bottle, if I can pinch that out, the bottle is super soft. I mean, this is the softest silicone I've ever had. I mean, I'm barely pressing that and it's going in. Obviously I don't want to press it too hard because I've got liquid in it, as you can see, but super soft. It holds 8ml of liquid. And it comes with, this one comes already in the box. The other one you get comes with a much longer kind of tube insert, so you can cut that off yourself. You can either use it in this box or in something else. The thing I do like about these ones is, if you grab it and unscrew, you'll see, if you unscrew there, very sniffly, if you unscrew, you see your tube, but it also leaves this metal ring on as well with your threading, which I really love, so that helps with it not leaking as some of them do, or most of them. but give that a little pinch together. I always recommend holding on to that little metal ring as well, because obviously if you squeeze it, you see how quick that juice comes up. I mean, that's me barely touching it and the juice is coming up. So we'll put that off to the side. If I grab my trusted screwdriver, you'll see, of course, you've got your contacts in here. Now, this is your positive, this is your negative. You've got your silver plated, now I believe this is copper silver plating contacts. This is your negative, and down here you've got your positive, so hopefully you can see that a bit better. There's a little cut out there, I can pull that out as well. So this is supposedly copper, which is silver plated. As you see, I've been kind of scraping mine. Obviously, to maintain these, you can give it a little file or a sand down as well. Just helps keep your contacts clean. But I've been scraping away, and so far, I mean, it does feel kind of softish like copper, but I don't know. It feels more silver to me, if I'm being honest. But supposedly it's copper, which is silver plated. So you've got that there. And as I say, in here, if I focus in, you've got your contacts. So this is a little feeding tube. You've got your positive connection here. You've got a little peak insulator here, and you've got your negative connection, which leads up. Now, what I'll do first is I'll show you some atties sitting on this, okay? Now I have changed. Basically what you do is, to help get your atty sitting flush, you unscrew your 510 pin, which undoes the positive bit here. And this falls down as well as that little peak insulator. And you've got peak insulators underneath the 510 pin. Basically, if your atty doesn't sit flush, you can change these about. Now, these are different thicknesses. These two, this one is slightly smaller than that one. Basically, I've been fannying about with this constantly to try and get an atomizer to sit flush, and I finally got it to sit flush after a long time. But what we'll do is I'll show you a couple of different ones on it to show you what they sit like after me messing about with it. So this is the Wasp Nano 22, sits nice and flush, no gaps. If I bring over the Coil Art D Pro and get that on there, you'll see that there's a tiny little gap on there, tiny little gap. Before I adjusted all the peak insulators, it was a big gap, trust me. I'll go over that more in the top. Get the Goon 1.5 clone, which sits more or less flush. Of course the 510 does stick out a tiny little bit, so it's not sitting absolutely flush. It sits up a tiny little bit, which kind of annoys me. The one I've been using on it is my little Pulse 22 BF. So this is the one I'm using on it just now. It's a 0.19, and if I pull this off, this is a little build I've got on it. Now it's a fused Clapton paralleled with some stainless steel wire coming out at 0.19. If I get this back on. So yeah, we'll take this off. And then get some juice on there, give it a wee wipe off. So I've been using this one with it. Now as I say, I have been messing about with the peak insulators, so I've got this one to sit bang on flush eventually. Your little button can come in and out, and as you see, this your button, it's got a little peak insulator here as well, so that really helps. If I pop this back in, and then I pop in my bottle. Now the bottle, when you're putting it in, just try and be careful, because obviously it's super soft, so you're going to get a little bit of juice squirting up. So I always recommend putting on your atomizer first and then push that in. And the battery, now battery wise, with any mechanical mod, make sure you use decent batteries. Now I always recommend Samsung 25Rs, which is what this is. It's just rewrapped. But just now I'm testing out these kind of brown LG ones. I think it's the HG3s or something, or HG2s. But I've been using them. So it's mechanical. In this one, I don't think it matters which way it goes round, but I always just do it positive down. So put your battery in, and then put that in, like that, in that shoe. So if we take this off, you see it hits quite hard. Now the throw is so short, I mean the throw is tiny. It's minute, I mean there's barely any space to move it there. But as I say, this is a 0.19 and it hits nice and hard for me. So if we pop this back on, oh I'll show you this squonking action actually. So it squonks away quite the thing as well. I mean that's me barely pressing it as well, and it works perfect for me. So we get this back on eventually. There you go, sitting nice and flush. And then we'll get our door on. And that's us. So yeah, these little bits is a bit kind of annoying, but I suppose they're there. We'll go over some of that in the the FaceTime, tell you some of the pros and cons and all that stuff, but they're there, I suppose. But yeah, this is the way we'll be using it. So we'll go up for some FaceTime, and I need to wipe my nose because it's about to run. So guys, there you go, that was the 5GVape Supercar BF Squonk mod. Now, straight away we'll start off with the price. Now, the only place I can find it in the UK is over at knuckleheadvapes.com, and they've got it over there, just the mod itself, for $44.99. So, it's reasonably priced for a good squonker, in my opinion. That doesn't include their RDA, so of course it is just the mod, and basically what you get in here. So we'll cover a couple of things in case I missed them down below. Solid wood construction, you get it in 3 colours, which is the red, which is rosewood, you get a brown one which looks like mahogany but it's made from walnut wood, and you get a beechwood one as well, which is the colour of the box, more or less. And just as I thought, the little L plate thing that goes in there for your connections is silver plated. Apparently it's copper and silver plated. You get a gold plated 510 connection. I don't think it's gold plated. In my opinion, I think it's just a brass one, because mine does look kind of as if it's kind of patina-ing a little bit. Try to say that there. The super soft silicone bottle, which holds 8ml of liquid, so that's quite cool as well. The magnetic sliding door, and of course those adjustment kind of insulators for your atomizers. So we'll cover that more in the kind of cons and stuff. But straight away we'll jump on to the pros. Now pros, it hits nice and hard for me, and I know that's a kind of cliche when it comes to make mods. Oh, it hits hard, but when you use make mods, you'll know what I mean. With some mods, let's say you've got 2 tube mods. When you put an atomizer on one with a freshly charged battery, it'll hit nice and hard. And if you go to another one, you use another freshly charged battery with the exact same RDA, so you just take it off and put it onto that one. It can't hit as hard. Some of them hit better than others because of the conductivity. This one hits nice and hard, I must say. Now, there has been a lot of people complaining about it online. I have seen a few reviews and another couple of people on a Facebook group complaining about the contacts inside. Now, I'm no expert. I don't know anything kind of in depth about them all, but for me it works perfect. I mean, I don't get any arcing. I've used a lot of mechanical squonkers and all you see is arcing going on in there, even if it's just a tiny little bit. With this, I mean, if you go stupidly low, you see some arcing, but with me, I don't see any arcing whatsoever. I mean, hopefully you can see there. I don't see any arcing with this one whatsoever, and this is a relatively low build, so I mean it works fine for me. The construction of the body, now I must say for me it is a pro, but I don't know if I'm just lucky in this case, because I have seen a few reviews where the door wobbles from side to side and it is quite annoying. I mean, you see, I think it was Vaping Fagan, I think. He had one, and Vic over at Vaping Vic, he had one, and their doors were just wobbling side to side quite bad, and it made quite a loud noise as well. So I do have to point that out. For me, it's not a con because mine does work perfectly, but I might have just been lucky, so I don't know. So, in my opinion, the quality control has to be a lot better. So, I do have to point that out straight away. The button, at first, the button did annoy me because it was a very, very short throw. I mean, that's how short it is. It's so short. At first, that did annoy me, but you do get used to it over time. So, it has become a bit of a pro to me, to be honest with you. You get a quick, and that's it done. The bottle is another pro. That bottle is the softest silicone bottle I have ever used. I mean, it's it's so soft. It's amazing. And the fact that you get two of them, I think that's a big pro. With some of them, well, with most of them, you only get the one bottle, which is quite a bit of pain in the ass, in my opinion. But it's quite cool you get two supplied. Now, Knucklehead Vapes did announce that they're getting all different coloured bottles in, so you get blue, purple, black, pink, all that kind of stuff. So that's quite cool as well that you're getting those options. Eh, what else can I say? I mean, inside is, I think that's spotless looking. I would like to have seen a little ribbon so you can pull your battery in and out. That would have been really nice to have. I mean, as it stands just now, when you open it up, I'm having to give it a little slap to get the battery in and out. But, I mean, it's no biggie, but it doesn't damage your batteries or anything, but I would have liked to have seen a battery wrap. A little kind of thing in there anyway. But, as it stands, it's good. I mean, it fits most Atties kind of okay. I have had some issues where I had to go through some of those different kind of insulators that are in the box to see how far I can get the Atty down. When I first got it as it was, without changing anything, nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, would sit flush whatsoever. It was always had, I think the gap, you could fit like, what was it, I think it was a penny or a 5 pence I had, and it fit underneath the gap. That's how much a gap it had. So, that then brings me on to the cons. Now, cons, quite a few of them. Cons, this is just, I really, really do not like that. I know it's wood and you can sand it down, but and I know it's cheap, but in my opinion, this just cheapens it. It makes it look cheap. So, not affordable, it makes it look cheap. So, I don't like that. That's just, I think a lot of more people would like it if it didn't have that on it. It just cheapens it. I don't mind the little serial number. I think that's quite cool. Even if they put the same 5GVape logo on the back, I think that would have been a lot better. But they didn't. They put a stupid car on it, and I don't know why. I really don't like that. Another con is, and it's a big, big con, is those little insulator things to make your Atties sit flush. Now, as I say, when I got mine, oh Jesus, it barely sat flush. I mean, you could fit, I think it was a 1 pence or a 5 pence piece, you could fit that underneath it. But having to fanny about and unscrew the 510, which then undoes that little bit in there, it's 2017. There should have been a self-adjusting pin in there, and even just being able to screw or unscrew the top. Having to do that is just stupid, in my opinion. If somebody was switching over to their first mechanical mod, and they picked up one of these, I think it would put them off, to be honest with you, because they're having to change their little insulators to make it sit flush. That's a big, big con for me. The only other con I can think of is that I have to mention it as a con, of course, because to me, I think I just got lucky. I really don't know. But as I say, the quality control does leave a lot to be kind of desired, because I've seen a lot of other people's in their boxes are just, the door wobbles about something awful and it slides off easily. Mine, I'm just really lucky. Mine doesn't move at all, and mine hits nice and hard as well. As I say, I've seen people complain about the contacts inside and stuff, but for me it works perfectly. Uh, that's about all I can say for it, guys. I mean, the way it comes, I don't know. The way it comes, I wouldn't mind it, but if they come out with a V2 and they maybe shoved a mod maker 510 on there which self adjusts, or even a Fat Daddy or something, it would be a lot better. The way it comes just now, it's okay. I mean, once you fanny about and you get the peak insulators kind of matching so that your atty sits flush, it's perfect in my opinion. Apart from that there, which is really horrible. But as it comes, I would recommend it. I mean, if not as a first mechanical squonker, because you're having to fanny about with those bits and you don't want to mess that up because it can be potentially dangerous. I mean, even if you forget to put the little peak insulator back in there, that could be bad. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I do recommend it. I give it a big thumbs up because I love it. It hits nice and hard. Out of all the mech squonkers I've tried, it does hit hard. And it's an authentic, so you can't complain for that price. I mean, £45, it's quite a good price. But we'll stay tuned. But you stay tuned, not me. If you stay tuned, we've got a review of the Washington RDA coming as well. Hopefully I won't be as bummed up with the cold and you'll be able to understand me. But if you want, I'll leave all this contact stuff down below if you want to get in touch with them. It's basically 5GVapes, where you can get them, and the contact details. That's about it. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care. And I'll see you on the next one, because I'm away to die, because my nose is about to run, and I know. Cheers, guys.